Hi there, my name is Tony and I am 28 years old. I'm from Scotland and I was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos this year. I am going to be playing with my little fidget cube and I have my notes up on the computer screen so that I don't lose track. So I started seeking help for all of my issues a number of years ago. I didn't really get very far with any of it. I'm finally starting to get somewhere now. So in the past, my doctors were more concerned, once I actually got them to listen to me, were more concerned with my neurodivergence, my tics, my depression, my anxiety. And so it took me quite a while of like figuring things out for myself before I finally was able to lead them to the answers and get confirmed what I found out to be true. I grew up like so many other zebras out there, doing gymnastics, and I did some dancing too, but mostly gymnastics. I thought I was really good at it. Turns out I'm not. I'm just disabled, babes. So that is a really common theme. We're often like contortionists and stuff like that because we can just do it. So what is EDS? EDS is a connective tissue disorder. It affects how your body creates and produces collagen, which means that we are really, really bendy. Like, I can do all sorts. I can put my legs behind my head, I can do the splits, I can do all sorts of party tricks. Like, as a kid, I would just do the splits at Halloween because I didn't want to tell any jokes. It's very autistic. And that leads me on to comorbidities. So Ehlers-Danlos has a number of comorbidities. You can have autism, ADHD, POTS, FND, MCAS. There's a number of others. I fit a couple of those. I have had autism confirmed in a mental health assessment with an autism assessor, and I'm waiting for occupational therapy to figure out all the other things I also have so that I can be put forward for the proper assessments. I believe I have ADHD as well, so does my doctor. And with the autism, like all that stuff is like on my medical records, and the doctor takes it into account, and like when they're talking to me, when they're helping me, when they're prescribing me medication. I also have POTS, also not officially diagnosed yet. I've been tracking my heart rate for a long time now, and I have enough data that it is accurate. So, come on, load. So you can see here, my low of the day is 51 and my high of the day is 126. The highest I have seen my heart rate is 158, which is not amazing. But that's just a thing that can happen with POTS. FND, functional neurological disorder, my doctor thinks I have that. I have been referred to neurology again to have that assessed and potentially diagnosed if I have that. Because I have a lot of the symptoms. MCAS is really common in autistic people and people with the EDS. It's all the same sort of like genes, I believe, that are like, they're all related. And so I'm really lucky not to have that because that would really mess with me to have that on top of all my other things. So what led me to be diagnosed with EDS? So I have pain all over my body all the time pretty much. I have joint pain, I have muscle pain, I get headaches, I have coat hanger pain. I just have pain generally everywhere, and apparently the normal amount of pain is 0. So that's a key thing. If you have lots of pain, take note. I also have gut issues, headaches, like I said, mental problems. Like I had like a lot of depression, anxiety in the past. I also had psychosis in the past at one point, like almost definitely related to the autism and trauma. I'm hypermobile, of course. That's a key feature of EDS usually, I believe. I dislocate things really commonly, really like all the time. Like things pop in, pop out, they slip in, slip out. Like things happen all the time. Things just happen all the time. My arms, you can't really see there, but everything's hypermobile in me. All of my joints are extra bendy. It's not awesome. I also have like other POTS symptoms, like I said, like with the dizziness, palpitations. My skin is very weak and it bruises easily and it tears easily. It's easily damaged. I once had a dentist appointment where I told them that I had a connective tissue disorder, and I don't think they believed me because that was before I was diagnosed. And I woke up during the procedure because anaesthesia does not affect us the same way. And he also dislocated my jaw while I was getting a wisdom tooth removed. So that was great fun, totally not traumatising at all. When I started realising all these things were going on with me and that it wasn't getting better and that I had to go to doctors and I didn't have a choice because I have to go to doctors, they ran the beating scale on me, and I scored really pretty high on that. They did some blood tests, they referred me to physio. Physio immediately discharged me because I was too flexible, they told me, and they were like scared because my Ehlers-Danlos status was unknown at that point. Which was really disheartening because I was in a lot of, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm still waiting on physio, like proper physio now that I've been re-referred. Finally, my doctor referred me to a rheumatologist, which was the holy grail because that is what I needed. In my rheumatology appointment, I was seen by a lady called Dr. Husia, and she was lovely and amazing, and she pretty much diagnosed me within 5 minutes. She herself is hypermobile, she has EDS herself, and so it was extremely validating. My boyfriend came with me, and it was so helpful just to be in a room with someone who understood me, my partner, and someone who understood my medical condition. Dr. Hisya, she was amazing. She told me like welcome to the club within like 10 minutes of meeting me, pretty much. And she knew that I was hypermobile and had Ehlers-Danlos before I even came into the room, practically. It was the most validating experience of my life. And she referred me to cardiology and to physio again. And so I can get my heart checked. Because we're not certain exactly what type of EDS I have. I'm almost certain that it's probably going to be the hypermobile type, the most common type. But because I have like chest pain and palpitations and dizziness and stuff, she wanted to refer me to cardiology, just to check because nothing's really guaranteed yet, which can be a little tiny bit scary, but it's probably HEDS, and so I'm not too freaked out. She asked me about my family history, that I've got a cousin that's diagnosed. I let her know about that. She did a physical exam on me and she let me know that I have muscle wasting in my shoulders. That was the only place that she looked on me, so I maybe have muscle wasting elsewhere. Which is frustrating because I've always tried to be really, really active and healthy. I'm like one of the most active out of like my friends, my family. I climbed mountains for such a long time and it's a struggle. So everything's a bit more of a struggle now. So I'm just trying to like learn how to manage my body. When she diagnosed me, it felt amazing. I was jumping up and down, I was flapping my hands, I was so excited. I was just so relieved, really, to like finally have the answers and to know like why I'm in pain all the time. It was like extremely validating for me. There's lots of things like since I've been diagnosed that I've built into my life. Some of these things I did already, but I do lots to like try and take care of myself and to like manage the condition. I take a lot of hot salt baths, and baths because the heat of the shower makes me feel faint. So hot salt baths like soak your muscles and give magnesium and good stuff into your body, and it can just help to like relieve some pain. I use a lot of heat pads, a lot of electrical heat pads that vibrate. They surprise me, they're actually very helpful. It helps to disrupt the pain signals. I use cold spray. I do this because my jaw gives me a lot of bother, my hands as well. I use like BioFreeze, like a cold freeze spray. It's very helpful. I use compression leggings. I wear them practically every single day, and that also helps with like the sensory stuff of autism. I love my sensory friendly compression leggings. They are divine. I also have compression gloves, but I don't wear them as much because they can cause me pain in my hands as well. I've recently got a pair of like cut resistant gloves because I work in a shop and literally just moving cardboard or plastic can like cut my hands. They're covered in like little nicks and stuff. And prevention is key, I'm learning, so it's helpful. Yeah, it was just really, really nice learning. I use a heat blanket as well. I use massagers, like electric massagers, because I get a lot of pain all the way up my back, and I get a lot of coat hanger pain. I take painkillers. The ones that I've been on just now, they aren't the best. They don't really do enough at all. They just kind of scratch the surface. But I'm trying a new antidepressant just now that also helps with nerve pain, and I'm finding that the combination is really helpful. It's really, really helpful. So my message to others is, like, if you're having strange symptoms, if you have issues that just don't resolve themselves with like exercise, diet, nervous system regulation, like all that good normal stuff, like good sleep, like if nothing's working, please, for the love of God, take notes on yourself, gather self-awareness, especially if you're autistic and you struggle with like interoception, or if you're ADHD, if you're neurodivergent of any kind. We have interoception differences, and we have interoception and alexithymia. So struggling to like interpret our body's signals and stuff for pain, like just start taking notes, start to gather awareness, get curious, and get yourself to the doctors. Especially if it's to do with EDS, get them to run a beating scale on you, like directly just ask them, just start demonstrating stuff. And then coupled with gut problems or whatever other stuff you specifically have going on, like should be enough like evidence to get them to put through those referrals so that you can start getting seen to and get proper care. You got to self-advocate, and it's so worth it. It's scary at first, but it's so worth it, and you just, with practice, it gets easier. It gets so much easier. Thank you for listening to my video, for watching my story, for being here. I hope to hear about your diagnosis story, your journey, if you're on the path to get an EDS diagnosed, if you're just curious, if you're just looking into it. I'm looking forward to hearing what works for you, what doesn't, down in the comments, and I look forward to hanging out with you there. Thank you for being here.